the potential ownership, that's P. So we're trying to do MGH, that is equal to PE. So this actually gives us PE and the max. And we're looking for which one's higher.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Showcase a look at the Magic starting group. They've got Black, Contavious Caldwell Povich out there with Jackson. Then there's Howard. And it's Carter in at the fifth spot, manning the middle. For Chicago, Levine and Williams up in the forward position. White is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic at the five spot. White and White with the shot.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically. White the aggressive over there.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up over Orlando. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And so here is Chicago, following the three-pointer by Orlando. White finds Vucevic. That one falls.
And just running the offense. White's that creative combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Pick the line Orlando. Outside for Jackson. For the three. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. 9 points for Speedy. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Not loose. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Back to Howard. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Jackson's got 11 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they're getting out.
Stolen by Jackson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. Give it over a minute. It is a very efficient 5 or 6 in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Orlando.
They are not making this lots of basketball.
And showing a little how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing.
Here's Carter. Off to a good start. And hits his first shot attempt.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Right the pass to Giddey. Nobody here. Williams. Throw it on the triple. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first 3 games of the season, they tell you what you're going to do, and they tell you also what you need to work on.
Touchdown of the ball. 16 points for Speedy.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the first time out of the game call for Chicago. We've seen Speedy really have a great game.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
Checked in, and a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. Look at New Orleans. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And checking out the Magic, they're just so locked in right now. And it doesn't matter what they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop it, pace it because sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
They are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Giddey kicks to Williams. Jackson with the ball, bring it up for the Magic. 11-point game. RJ for the Bulls, their last two seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in game. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Brilliant. And it's Williams finishing it off.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker getting his 8-point forward out of pile of the assist.
And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith is checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Patrick Williams. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Josh Giddey. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White.
Jackson, the assist.
Bulls trail by 14. Ball with it. Now Anthony defending. Chicago again turning it over.
Let's check out the stats for Anthony, how he performed last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And to have a player
keep following me.
filling up like him coming in on the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he
It's not my fault I'm goated.
Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
The Bulls have gone 5-9 from the field here in the first. To the paint. The kick out to Ball. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Orlando grabs the miss. They defeated Indiana in their last.
They shot the lights out. They really stretched out the defense. And that was
tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
What you wake up?
all-around performance so far against the big league.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep.
Ulysses, remember how I beat your team?
Yeah, let's get out.
Another miss. Orlando leads
Huh?
18.
This hours.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's Jackson with the free. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his third assist.
You know what? If you beat me, I'll make you a whole new court.
Ball against Anthony. Craig
I guess I
can't
go
get it to go.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Now here's Jackson. Defended by Dosunmu. And the shot goes down. That's now 32 points for Speedy.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell.
Ball with the bucket.
Lots of quick moves inside high ball to get into great position for the score.
Jackson looking it over. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a rage check.
All right.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And so it's Orlando with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them
It went around the rim.
pace in this one.
Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Dosunmu is out there with Lonzo Ball. And
Talking
Craig
creative?
in at the small forward
No.
position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Jackson following the miss by Lonzo Ball.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact
What'd you say?
story last time out.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Memphis. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. That one good for 2. Jackson's got 38 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball with a wide open look. Chicago ready for and it's blocked. And now Orlando on the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan is perspective. He says that he's come back from a tough road loss and was straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And the Bulls with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run. This is snowball for them. They've got to get a good look next time down. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Stolen by Jackson. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got 46 points.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's White. On the wing goes Sumo. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Sinking that one ends a
Pass it to Jackson, keep it on Jackson.
by Orlando.
Pass it to Jackson, keep it on Jackson.
Kobe
Kobe.
White has proven he can run the show.
And he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Vucevic with the bucket.
That's how you get your advantage.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And he hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The pass to Williams. Back to White. Rebounded by Howard. Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from 8 tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Jackson from long range. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 4 assists in the game. White dishes to Vucevic. The three. And it's White missing.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And it's in there. Jackson's got 56 points in the game.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Anthony on the double team. Giddey the pass to White. And the Bulls with another miss.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Jackson. Non-stop scoring machine here. Anthony kicks to Cook. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Jackson comes over with the double. Taken away by Anthony.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Memphis. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Magic. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And the basket by Jackson.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's White. And a rejection by Jackson. Chicago going with their almost entirely new goal. Steve checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Williams. Baines checked in for Dosunmu. And Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Jackson. Backed in off the glass. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope there's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Joseph, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Stolen by Jackson. Shoots over Ball. Again, the Magic score.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the track.
And Giddy gets it to go.
Well, Giddy loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Drills it from outside.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Anthony. Outside Jackson. Takes a three. Yet another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks healthy.
And so it's Orlando able to put on a show for the team. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny's Booking in Orlando. Kenny, how'd you see it? How good are these guys on the track? They're pushing the ball, spot. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Pass
The
Jackson.
way he was able to finish on the block was
Jackson with the three.
incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
So on the floor for Orlando, Black is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Cole Anthony. And there's Jackson. And it's Howard in at the shooting. Connects again.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation of all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And Chicago shooting just 31% in the game. And we've got our insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Hits it again. Wow.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the Agents. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Levine, good.
Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And another one falls.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving in clearly into second place for most points in a game. I now will send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for most improved player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. You just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be loud. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Nikola Vucevic is going to be the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes good. Another from 3.
What a fireworks display he's showing us tonight. Just knocking him down from deep.
Trey, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tied him for second in most threes in the game.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Jackson from long range, and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Rally is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Levine, here we go. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Anthony's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And connects again.
Can't miss.
Unbelievable. It's the record with a beautiful play.
A new single-game record, GA, and a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
He takes a breather from an ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
He simply can't miss right now. He's burying triple after triple, and the defense appears to be completely helpless to stop him.
Does it not?
The Bulls, they get switching. Craig's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs, he's checked in for Howard. Here's Ball. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Orlando's got 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Suggs kicks to Joseph, pass to Black. Joseph dishes to Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And Smith with the stuff.
How about using the rim to get some true paint time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than Pete. Shot it again.
He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Think he calling time.
Brandon Russell that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And he's now passed Will Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points, one that stood since 1962. And even in hostile territory, the fans have to respect what he's done here tonight.
Yeah, Greg, he's filling it up and giving them their money's worth with his terrific performance.
I'm trying to comprehend what he's doing here this evening. His ability to read the defense and get his shot off is nothing short of amazing.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points.
And this team, in terms of scoring off turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Smith, and Smith hit the stuff.
Offensive ball is a catalyst. He knows how to move things around and give people quality shots.
Jackson.
Because I must be tired.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
Revenge Chicago ball.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Ball slams it in.
There is no doubt that Paul brings his blank here to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Launches from deep. Jackson misses. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Down low, here's Craig, and finished off by Craig.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
They get it back.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Ball finds with it. Now Anthony defending. Smith left side. That shot misses. The Magic shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Stolen by Levine. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Dosunmu. Tipped away. Kick out to Levine. It's stolen by Anthony. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Magic running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. You've got Carter. Torrey Craig is out there with Bruce Ellis. Then it's Terry. And it's Duarte in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Jackson from long range. Hands it from downtown.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Carter outside. Passes to Terry. To the inside. Bruce Ellis.
Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but professional.
Bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the money.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, pinch me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
In the corner, it's Bruce Ellis. Launches it. Nice shot by Terry. Terry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end.
Jack with the
Sinks it.
And it's good, 2 points.
And they're really in a good position.
Number 24 is loaded.
Hard to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Craig, and finished off by Craig.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Jackson throws it down hard.
Operation Feed the
See that?
Horse, feed them early and often, and guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Craig. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Joseph down low. Craig is on him. And the basket by Jackson.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Bulls have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
Like 5 minutes.
Took the opportunity to be something.
No.
Carter's got himself going.
I don't, thank you.
Where's the line?
When do I pay for things? I'll just take them from lots.
Way up from what it was at halftime. It was just barely
I really
above
do.
30%.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
100 and what?
Ridiculous in this game.
Eddie, you better turn yours up really more than we can roll it. 80.
No, I'm winning. Look at my points up there. 113.
What are you buying now?
Miss Davis, you need help.
Consistency just hasn't been there.
He ain't wrong.
In terms of this
You
shooting.
need help. Stop buying phone cases.
He's lying. I'm watching.
Shouldering the offense, GA really
This
taking
is
it to
gotta
the
help her.
opposition.
She probably spent at least a couple of dollars.
She spent millions of dollars on phone cases.
You got a problem.
Here's Carter.
What?
And the rejection by Jackson.
What am I telling you?
The phone case is going to be the
And the layup shoot off the nose. And Richard take guys and the Huskers for the Magic.
They've been just suffocating on defense the
What was I
whole
gonna do?
game.
No,
Look at their
what?
shot blocking. The opposition
what I
doesn't
thought.
have any room to breathe.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers.
Give me a ball.
It's like every time
I said give me the ball.
with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Caleb does not need a stand.
And
Damn.
Vucevic check in for Duarte.
I am. Because your friend, I'm telling you, you got a problem.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Terry.
Although I do need another
And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Marla, get my other hand.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Magic.
Go.
Okay, Byron.
Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. So for the Bulls. Checked in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey comes in for Terry. And it's Kobe White in for Carter. Giddey with it. Picked up by Suggs. Giddey no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
You see what you got me doing now? Sure, boy.
Adjustment since the break.
It's now under
Just a
yours.
textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The Bulls shooting well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Here's Craig. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big time dominance. And this will go in the record books as they finally live for the Magic.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Speedy.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim. They just blocked out the noise, kept on driving, and this is their reward.
Entered the room filled with unspeakable rain.
Because they are so hard to come by.
That's like
And an eye for an eye. Both teams.
You already questioned your yes.
This is today's victory, and we see this kind of example more often than not.
Right there.
Here's White. Takes it inside.
Rip it here.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the shot is good.
My shit shut off.
Even for a moment, that's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Exactly what I was thinking about. Like, all I ever think about it. Now send him a crossbody to
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kept alive. Out to Smith. Now the pass to Craig.
You know what? I'm gonna send him to address. Whatever.
Pass to Giddey.
Right?
So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin to come into an opponent.